so we're going to do deck tech for Sythis, my enchantment deck. My only deck, I guess, too. So, first we got some tutors, Summoner's Pact. Congregation at Dawn. We're on the budget ones, so their instance, not bad. Court of Calling. We can draw a lot of cards too, so cards like Congregation, we can get to the 3 pretty fast. Shared Summons. So some enchantment tutors. We got Sterling Grove here. We got Idyllic Tutor. Plea for Guidance. It's like double Idyllic Tutor. So and then part of our combo is with equipment. So we got that here. Yep. So then some ramp stuff. Just want to make it so it's not too shiny here. Oops. There we go. So we got Wild Growth. Utopia Sprawl. Some enchantment stuff. Draw some cards. And then Cryptolithrite, so all of our creatures can tap for mana. And then we got some actual mana dorks. We got Fighthorn Elves. Llanowar Elves. Sanctum Weaver, which Sanctum Weaver can go infinite with my equipment, but I put another card in the combo section, so this is the ramp section, by the way. So we got Wood Elves. We got Azusa. Azusa also combos with, oops, put that there. There we go. Azusa also combos with Life from the Loam. So, got Growing Rights of Itlamok. So it flips into Gaia's Cradle, basically. So you can see there. Try to get that to focus. So yep, pretty nice. It's also an enchantment, so when we play it, we draw a card off Sythis. And then Karametra, she's just cool. Also, Sythis is God, so fun card. Farseek, get a Plains. Nature's Lore, get a Forest. I don't have 3 visits, but if I had 3 visits, it would be in here. So next, we're just some random enchantments that do either this one is just makes her really big, so you can just punch somebody. That's always fun. Abundance. I just have one, and so it's pretty decent effect, and it's also an enchantment, so it's in there. Sigil of the Empty Throne, in case we want to just punch some people. And then we got the enchantresses, so Eidolon. I'm not playing the 50 billion that most people do, but Enchantress's Presence. And then I don't actually own one, so this is just a proxy, but Argothian Enchantress. It's very hard to find in my area, so. Next is some of the stax stuff, or ways to protect my stuff. So Destiny Spinner. I would have Allosaur Shepherd in here, but it's too expensive. And then Authority of the Consoles. So these are also a lot of enchantments. Or actually, they're all enchantments. Some creatures. So we get some extra draw off of it. Paladin class. The default makes our opponent's stuff cast more on our turn. So, and then the stuff at the bottom also makes our stuff bigger if we ever attack. Aura of Silence. Aura Shards. We have a decent number of creatures, so might as well take advantage. Sphere of Safety, because my creatures are really small, so I don't really like getting attacked. And then Collector Oof. He's good. Stop those pesky artifact decks. Stony Silence, same thing. Manglehorn destroys an artifact, and it also slows down artifact ramp, so that's pretty nice. Draft Magistrate stops commanders, and I'm sure there's other things that it stops, but in my group it's only commanders. Linvala stops our opponent's creatures' activated abilities, so that's pretty nice. It's also searchable by all my tutors, so that's why we're using a lot of creatures and enchantments here. Yasharn stops people from paying life or sacrificing things to activate spells or cast activate abilities or cast spells. It also gets a little bit of land. So next is the board wipes. So we got Farewell. Pretty nice. You can pick all the modes, or only one, or any combination in between. Austere Command. It's kind of like the same thing, but just a little bit worse. Out of Time. This is just a fun enchantment one. So when it enters, you untap all the creatures, and you phase them out until it leaves, and you put vanishing counters on it. There's a combo you can play with Solemnity, where it just phases out everything and they never come back. But I don't have that. So single targeted removal. So swords. No path. I just don't have one. Swift reconfiguration. This is also like it can protect your stuff. So if something says exile target creature like swords, and you want to save your commander, you can just put that on her. Darksteel Mutation. Stop those commanders. Kenris Transformation. Same thing. A lot of these things stop like important creatures. Kenris Transformation also draws a card. Song of the Dryads chooses a permanent, so that's pretty nice. Makes them into a forest. Grasp of Fate. It's like Oblivion Ring, but good. And then Crossing Grip. I'm not sure how I feel about this, but I don't have anything that I feel is better than it. So Beast Within. This is the end of the targeted removal, but it's also the beginning of the combo section. So this, I'm going to loop this basically to destroy everybody's stuff. And so that's how I win, kind of. You can win in other ways, obviously, like you'll see more cards later, but this is the most fun way. And it's like a 7-card combo. So in Selvala, this is the other way we can make infinite mana. Yep. It doesn't really draw any cards, but... So the way we make the mana is Umbral Mantle untaps. And then we've got Swiftfoot Boots and Lightning Greaves. So this gives creatures haste. And then we can use these with Temur Sabertooth. And we can just bounce the creature and then return it and then equip it with the boots. And then makes infinite mana. So, and Temur Sabertooth is obviously also just a general combo card. So we use Eternal Witness with it. And Eternal Witness is going to bounce back the Beast Within, so that's how you loop it. And then to get rid of all their beasts, because obviously we destroy their stuff, you have a lot of beasts. We got Somberwald Stag. I want this to be Kogla, but I just don't have a Kogla. So. And then Finale. So the way that we win is we Beast Within our own stag or other creatures. And then we give them all haste with the Finale. But obviously you can use Finale just with like regular creature damage to also kill them. So I just think that's the most fun way. And then ways that you can draw your deck. I only have Whip Silk. You can play Flickering Ward too, but it's just hard to find in my area. And it's $10. So this is only like $1. Autumn's Veil. I would play Summer's Veil too, but I just don't have one. So there it is. Another way to win is Defense of the Heart. So you can Defense of the Heart and then get the Eternal Witness and an Nextbloom Ancient, which is the next card. There it is. So then you return the Defense of the Heart with the Eternal Witness, and then you can play it again, and obviously you can pass. And you can do that. And then this will also make infinite mana with any of the mana producers and Umbral Mantle. So if you have Umbral Mantle in hand, then there you go. You've got infinite mana. So now on to the... Well, actually, no, there's still one more win card. We got Approach of the Second Sun. This is my favorite card of all time. It's so cool. I've never actually won with it, but one day I will, and it'll feel good. So then, just some ways to protect my stuff. So we got Resurgent Belief. It's the cheapest way to return all of your cards, all your enchantments to the battlefield. And I don't have enough money for Replenish, so that's what I use. I had Open the Vaults, but I just felt like it was too slow, so I took it out. And then Endurance. So this way, if like we lose a bunch of stuff into our graveyard, we can get it all back into our deck with this. Another way, because we have Life from the Loam, say we dredge all like the Endurance and the Eternal Witness, then we have no way to get it back. We have Guy's Blessing. So you can either hold it and use it on the Endurance and the Eternal Witness and something else, or preferably it'll be in your deck, and then you'll dredge it, and it'll hit the graveyard, and then it'll shuffle everything back in. So that's what that's there for. It also draws a card when you cast it. Lastly, Rift Sweeper. Not very relevant at any point, but if it is relevant, you'll be happy you had it. Especially in this deck where Temur Sabertooth is so important. So now it's just the lands left. So we gotta make those. We got a lot of permanents, so that's really good. Boseiju, I don't own one because it's hard to find. But if I could find it, I would buy it. It's just really good. It also combos with Life from the Loam. That's kind of why I have Loam in here. Also, Flagstones. And then, I don't have a Strip Mine, but I've got a Ghost Quarter. So I can use Loam to get these back, and then I can get all my planes out. So that's kind of cool. I like that. And then with Azusa, you can also play Loam, or you can also play Flagstones and Ghost Quarter in the same turn. So, Holophilia Generosity, put our enchantments back on top. Mist Veil Plains. This is a Plains, and it also puts permanents back on top, or cards from our graveyard into the bottom of our library. So that's something. Some fetches. Burn Catacombs. This is the other one I've got. It's cheap, like $22. Crimson Verge. It's also cheap. Reliquary Tower. We draw a lot of cards. I don't want to play Thought Vessel in this deck, so we play Reliquary Tower. Dryad Arbor. I just think it's a cool card. And I got the old art, or the old border, which I think is even cooler. Yavimaya. Pretty self-explanatory. Now we're on to the duels, I think. So we got Temple Garden. Yep. Boulder Loft Pathway, and also Branch Loft Pathway on the back. You can see at the bottom there. Turns into a green land. So just a flip. Overgrown Farmland. So it's like the slow lands, I guess. Foil. So my sister got that one for me. Same with the Boulder Loft Pathway, so very nice. As well as this one, Razor Ridge Thicket. So fast land and slow land. Love to see it. Some Pillow Grove, check land. So now some more duels with basic types. So Forest Plains, Campy Vista. We can't afford Savannah, so we got to make do with what we got. Scattered Groves. Again, it's also cycling, so you can combo this with Loam if you get them at the same time. So not bad there. Fortified Village, Reveal a Forest. We've got more forest than plains, so it's pretty easy. Command Tower. You know. And then after that we've got some forests here. How many forests do we got? We've got 7 forests. So you can see there's 7 forests, as well as some plains. So we've got 5 planes. And that's the whole deck. So that's my Sythis deck. Woo!